Good evening. She's home. Little Cleo Smith is tonight back in the arms of her parents here in Carnarvon, alive and safe.
It is, in a word, incredible. Little Cleo is alive and tonight back with her family.
Hello, I'm Paul Barry. Welcome to Media Watch. And that was the news that brought joy to the nation. 4-year-old Cleo Smith found safe and well after she went missing from a WA campsite for 18 days. And as reporters beamed in from Carnarvon to deliver the joyful news, viewers at home were treated to this heartwarming image. And soon enough, politicians on both sides of the aisle were scrambling to insert themselves into the nation's hottest photo op, with PM Scott Morrison tweeting within minutes, "Our prayers answered," while WA Premier Mark McGowan flew all the way to Carnarvon to visit Cleo with enthusiastic media in tow.
We gave her the two little police teddies, which we named Cameron and Rod.
And the media's obsession with the story reached new levels, with the West Australian running 24 pages of special coverage that included speculation about the likely effect of Cleo's trauma.
She can survive this.
Prominent child psychologist Michael Carr-Gregg warned Cleo could suffer from symptoms of childhood post-traumatic stress disorder, such as constant scary thoughts, nightmares, flashbacks and mood changes.
Yes, armchair commentary from a Melbourne-based child psychologist who has never met Cleo or the family. While the Daily Mail speculated on how Cleo's parents could make millions from tell-all interviews, books and movies. And News Corp-owned NCA Newswire ran with this.
Cleo's classmates' strange prediction.
And what was the strange prediction? One Carnarvon mum had explained to Sunrise that her son, who is Cleo's classmate, had made an odd comment the night before her rescue.
It's quite strange. The night before Cleo was found, he asked us about it, and then he's like, well, maybe we'll find her. And then when we woke up in the morning, she was found.
Wow.
Wow, indeed. That is psychic. But it was 7 News which had the biggest scoop of all.
This afternoon, Cleo is back in the arms of her parents and police are questioning a suspect arrested near the scene. This is the man. His name is Terence Kelly.
7 was among the first to name the suspect, the first to get the details and certainly the first to show his face.
We know right now he's still in hospital and Cleo has been taken out of hospital. She's now with her family. And the reason why Terence Kelly was taken to hospital, you can see some pictures of bandage wrapped around his head, is because he was self-harming inside his jail cell in the middle of when he was being interrogated by police.
Yes, not just a name, but multiple photos of the accused on the Sydney Bulletin. And the photos were also featured in Adelaide's 4 p.m. bulletin. And on rotation on 7 Brisbane during the police presser that afternoon. 7 also broadcast their scoop online and pushed it out over multiple social media platforms.
Pictured, the man accused of abducting Cleo Smith. The man taken into custody today is 36-year-old Terence Kelly, a local who was allegedly spotted buying nappies despite not having any children.
But there was just one problem. As observant viewers might have guessed from 7's line about his bandages, it wasn't actually him. As Pilbara-based First Nations broadcaster Nada Media revealed,
media outlet wrongly accuses Indigenous man of abducting Cleo Smith. A man who has been wrongly accused has been harassed online due to misinformation.
Yes, the pictures lifted from Facebook were not the photos of the suspect, but of Indigenous man Terence Flowers, who also goes by the name of Terence Kelly. Only, unlike the real suspect, Terence Flowers' name is spelt with 2 R's, a fact that 7 News missed as it rushed to broadcast the photos. Later that night, an apology appeared, tucked away on 7's website. But by then it was too late, as Flowers' auntie Karen Beasley told Nada Radio.
The second time this afternoon when he family told him that now his face is on the Channel News, he broke down and cried and he was sobbing, really upset.
Flowers went to the police after receiving online threats and hate mails and told Nada Media.
We seen it up on Channel 7 and the Sunrise page. Well, I got upset and I got more thing. I went back into the police station, had a panic attack in the police station. So they bring me into the hospital and moved me into the hospital.
Flowers has now hired lawyer Peter O'Brien to sue for defamation. And we understand a concerns notice has been sent to 7 in what's likely to be a 6-figure claim. As Flowers told Nile Media,
I want just not to get an apology from them. I want them to do their jobs more seriously and professional, and I'm going to end up suing them anyways.
Seven says the wrong photos were removed from its online stories after 40 minutes and were broadcast on its Sydney and Adelaide afternoon bulletins. And come Friday, those same two bulletins were busy telling viewers,
we got it wrong. Mr Kelly, a new father himself, was in no way connected with Cleo's abduction and his Facebook photos should not have been used. Seven apologises unreservedly to Mr Kelly and his family for the distress this has caused.
But it's not the first time that Seven has screwed up like this. 2 months ago, Seven used this man's image and wrongly accused him of being a killer driver. And 6 months ago, Seven reported this was the mum who had just given birth to 9 babies. She was not. And 2 years before that, Seven accused this innocent man, who we've blurred, of orchestrating a $12 million investment scam. And a year before that, 7 and 9 identified the man in this picture as a Queensland sailor who was lost at sea, when in fact he was not missing and very much alive. Whoops, whoops, whoops.